Hello, hello. Welcome to your self-massage practice. I'm Ariel Kiley, and the topic of our practice is low back listening. So we will be using two small therapy balls to listen to our lower backs and also ease up some tension along the way. They could be the original size or plus size from Tune Up Fitness. In a pinch, you can use tennis balls, but nothing harder, no lacrosse balls, no golf balls, softer better. And also a blanket, please. And then rest on your back and have your feet flat on the floor and put your blanket just underneath your head so you have a little extra softness under your head.
So resting here, lift and reset your hips a couple times so you find the position for your low back where it feels most comfortable. Just kind of wiggle and set in. Then rest your arms open at the sides or on your belly, whichever you prefer. Lightly close your eyes and listen to your lower back. Bring your attention right down into your lower back and listen to how it's feeling today. See if you can also direct your breath into your abdomen, into your belly, into the sides of the belly, and even into the lower back there. And inhale long and smooth. Let your lips part and just sigh it out the mouth. Now take that blanket out from under your head. Not too bulky, maybe just 1.5 inch fold. Slide it under your hips and right under your buns, but not your waist. So your waist is floating a little more off the floor. Find your two therapy balls, take them out of their tote, and place one on each side of your lumbar spine, 2 or 3 inches apart. So right at your lower back, approximately where your waist is. So maybe like 2 inches above where your belly button is. So here's my belly button. If I go 2 inches up and then take the therapy balls around back and place them 2 to 3 inches apart, rest them right there with your buns resting on that blanket, which will make it a little less intense than if your hips were on the floor. Okay. Bring your hands on the other side, resting on your belly. And come back to that abdominal breath. And you'll notice when you inhale, you feel a little more pressure in the therapy balls. And when you exhale, just let your weight sink down into them. Do a couple more breaths here. Listening to your lower back. Now add a light rock of the knees side to side. So it's not all the way over to the side, it's just a couple inches side to side. As you rock, keep your weight dropped down into the therapy balls. So you can even curl your pubic bone up slightly to bring a little more weight into the therapy balls. And this will create a bit more pressure. It'll stimulate more of your proprioceptors that sense where you are in space, your mechanoreceptors, which sense texture and movement. And so you'll be able to listen even more to this area. Now, as you rock side to side, feel if one side feels a little tighter or tenser than the other side. Just gauge, is one a little more intense than the other? Go to the less intense side. And in the less intense side, do an extra rock. Or extra little scoop scoop in the less intense side. And now go over to the more intense side and do a little extra rock, a little scoop. Then come back in towards center and on the less intense side, pull that knee in. So the foot comes off the floor, the knee comes in, and cross that ankle over the other knee. Now you can also step the other foot a little closer, come to the tippy toes, tuck your tail under, and then rock a bit more into the less intense side with that ankle over the knee. It's just going to change the angle a little bit. Then reset, this foot down, other ankle over other knee, tilt to the other side, and curl your pubic bone up slightly. You could come to the tippy toes of the standing foot to help get a little more angle and rock in over there. Now come back to center. If you're comfortable doing so, remove the blanket, move the therapy balls a little lower down your back, and rest your hips on the floor. So you're coming into a more of a back bend here. Then inhale and exhale, curl your tail up with your weight in the therapy balls. Inhale, tilt down. Exhale, curl up with your weight in the therapy balls. Inhale, lower. Exhale, curl. Then do another drop with the right hip, then the left hip down to the ground, just tipping in a bit more here. Now, last stop, move the therapy balls just to your iliac crest. That's the top edge of your pelvis at your lumbar spine. And swoosh your hips right and left. So you feel the therapy balls just coasting along that pinnacle there, that top edge of your pelvis. Glide side to side. You might have one little moment just a touch lower in the upper glutes and the upper buns because they're so related. Perhaps doing a little figure eight with the hips here. Figure eight one way, figure eight the other way. Then take the therapy balls out, set them to the side, and you're welcome to put the blanket back under your head if you wish. Rest exactly as you did in the beginning. Close your eyes and listen to your lower back. And stay here listening and breathing until you feel satisfied that the integration of the benefits of this practice has really happened. Thank you so much for practicing with me.
Great job. Now it's time to seal in your self massage practice with my all in 20 full body awakening. In just 20 minutes, you'll activate every major muscle group, you'll mobilize all the major joints in your body, and it's going to leave you feeling energized and centered. Get it totally free at fitbodlife.com.